Welcome back. We're going to do one variable statistics on the C47 calculator. But of course, that software runs on the SwissMicros DM42. You'll also note that I have one of the new layouts for the C47 layout on the DM42. Okay, so one variable statistics in HP type software, right? Because I have an HP 48SX and I have an 11C right here. Software for statistics, it has a very unique way of inputting information. For the two variable statistics bivariate data, you put y first and then x. In this case, the calculator still needs two variables to do even one variable statistics, but you can still just enter one piece of data for x. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And then we'll talk about some of the ways to get rid of what they call noise, or what the wiki called noise, in terms of not having another variable y. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to clear the sum key or the stats variable. If I go to store and variable, there's a stats variable that stores data, and we want to clear that. So we're going to press exit, exit. And it's also, if you press recall and then variable, you'll see it there as well, because you can recall it. See, if I press the yellow key twice, I can access this function button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it gives me this matrix. Okay, I'm going to press exit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press the shift button twice, then clear. I want to clear the stack. I want to clear X. I want to shift up. I want to clear now the sum of X. And when I do that, if I press exit, I press store, I press variable, that stats variable is not there. If I press exit twice, I'm back into the screen here. If I press recall variable, that stats variable is not there anymore. Okay, I'm going to press exit twice. Let's enter this data. So I'm going to press, I'm going to type 1. I'm going to press the sum plus key. And it says, hey, you entered your first data point. 2, sum plus, 3, sum it, 4, sum, 5, sum. Very straightforward. 5th data point. Okay. Now I want to know like the mean, some basic statistics. You press the yellow key and then, or the shift key and then stats. And here you have different things. Like n, you can press the yellow key twice. Press the function button here. It says you have 5 data points. That's right. You can go x bar, which is the mean. Yeah, that's right. The standard deviation, or the sample standard deviation. That's right. Population standard deviation. Okay, that's good. You can see that it also gives you sigma y, right? And then here, s, x. It gives you sy. There's no data there. And then x bar, you can see y is 0 as well. So it looks like it created another column. And we'll look at that in a little bit. And if you go down, right here, there's these arrows. If you go down, it gives you more functions to do. The 5-number summary, the min, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, the max. Isn't that nice? And then the sum. Now, for doing the 5-number summary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, to find the median. But it excludes the median to find the additional for the first quartile. First quartile will be here, right? It's between these two variables. 1 plus 2 divided by 2 is 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5. First quartile, 1.5. Same thing over here, right? This would be the third quartile. 4 plus 5 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Third quartile, see? Not bad. Very nice. We press exit. Press exit again. Oh, by the way, if you press stats, shift stats, and you go down, you do have, you go shift, you have IQR, right? IQR is Q3 minus Q1 to do the outliers, right? Q3 is what, 4.5, take away 1.5. That's going to give you 3, which we have the answer. But we also have the answer for IQRY, which is 0, but there is no data for that. And then if you click shift and then range, it gives you the range, right? 5 take away 1 gives you 4. All right, I'm going to press exit, exit. And I can press the shift button twice, and then we'll go to plot, and it gives you more things to do, like the sum of x squared. There won't be a sum of xy because that would be 0, wouldn't it? Because it's multiplying by 0. It doesn't make any sense. And then you could find n again. So you press shift twice to press the function button once. Now if it's going too fast, because I know when I'm looking at this calculator, because you got to press this shift button many times, just rewind the video. I'm trying to get out of the way too in terms of using my hands like here so you can't see what I'm doing. Trying. You can see that there's little arrows going up and down. You can go down. You can use the sum of ln x, but sometimes you might get an error if you have any negative values here, right? The sum of ln x squared. That's very interesting, isn't it? And then you can clear, if you go 1, 2 shifts, you can clear the data set. And I'm pressing exit to get out. If you go back to, let's say, recall and variable, right? You can see stats. You press this twice to go to this menu here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth function button. And here you'll see the matrix. The matrix of what the calculator needs to use. So really, it's really entering a y with a bunch of zeros. Why does the C47 do that? Because they're trying to be faithful to the older calculators. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I hope you have a great semester.